Today's episode of The Read Pile is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
I'm Elle, and baby, you make my heart poop its pants.
And I am the mayor of NXT, and you probably just saw me at NXT Rival, because I was there. Oh, and you are watching The Read Pile.
It's the week of February 11th, and here's some comic book news you can use.
Should note, this is the Valentine's Day special edition of The Read Pile, I guess. It's the closest we're going to get. Okay, alright, enough of that.
Yeah.
So, the only comic book news that mattered this week at all was the fact that it's official. The Spider-Man property is now back in the hands, essentially, of the Marvel world. We're going to have Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Spider-Man will be showing up in Captain America 3, pseudo-confirmed. He's going to be part of Civil War in some fashion. You are really not excited about this. Why are you not excited about this?
I don't know, I kind of zoned out there.
It's Spider-Man, and he's coming back, and he's going to be part of the Marvel movie. And it's like we can talk about Spider-Man now. And this is, you know, another character coming home to Lord God Disney. Disney, I tweeted something out earlier which I thought was appropriate.
I feel like they're going to ruin it.
How are they going to ruin it?
I
It's the
don't
Marvel.
know.
It's the Marvel characters. It's the same. It's the ones you like. Anyway, Disney's like a Borg cube, and no matter how hard you try, resistance is just futile at this point. Like, the X-Men are coming back someday. Spider-Man's back. You're not excited about this? You don't think it'd be cool to see Spidey in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Like, hanging out with the Avengers and you know, like, making snappy one-liners with Cap and Chris Evans? Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they already have the kookiness there, and now they're gonna throw in Spidey, and it's gonna be like the awkward one of the group. He's been out of the loop for a while, and,
well, it does.
you know, it's like the guy that, you know, you grew up with him, and he left town, so he wasn't there all during middle school, and then he shows up, like, senior year, like, hey guys, room for me? I'm back. And you're like, hey, we know you.
So
and then you just have to be like, yeah, he's here too now. Here's our friend.
I don't think that's it. Alright. Alright. You know what? I think we've said enough. It's time to review some comics. Unless, do you have something else you wanted to add to this menagerie of thoughts?
I don't know. I think people stop watching. Time for comic book reviews. And I'm going to start with a very weird one. It is called Help Us, Great Warrior. Definitely, at first, was giving me the vibe of Bee and the Puppy Cat, which had me a little scared because that was some crazy hipster stuff that was just too much for me. But this is a little funny. It is a weird little story, and it's about a weird little warrior. It's pudgy little, I don't know what this is. It's like this blob of whatever, and I think it's a girl. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I saw a bow. And it's just kind of had this attitude, like, hey, you know, warrior, we need you to come save us from these demons. And she's all like, well, I'd rather go eat this cake. And she just leaves because she'd rather go eat that cake. I like it. It's simple. There's no great story behind it. Maybe we'll get to some great, I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to be that in depth. But it's a nice little read. I like it. And I'm going to keep reading it. I know I'm probably going to get sick and tired of it and just be like, oh, I want something deep today and not like it some week. But today, this week, I like it. I had a surprise on my list this week, and it was called Secret Six. I forgot about this book. I impressed by it. I don't remember what my review was last time. But, yeah, this is issue 2. I feel like it's been a couple months. I don't think it has been. But it feels like it, because I couldn't really remember what happened in the first issue. I read the second issue. I kind of get the idea what probably happened in the first one. It's still interesting. Because obviously it was still on my list, so I must have wanted to read this one, and it's still, there's like these people, they're stuck in a box, like a coffin in the bottom of the sea. Why are they all there together? We don't know! We still don't know! But we're starting to break things down, and they're becoming, they don't even know each other, and for some reason they are stuck together having to fight this common battle, and yeah, there's that. And I don't know, I want to know why, but do I want to keep reading? I don't know. I'm going to fight myself on this. We may have a review for issue 3. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, pick of the week. It's another obvious one. Ta-da! How could I not have Harley Quinn? It's Valentine's Day special. I hate Valentine's Day. I hate it so much. But you know what? Harley Quinn made me love it. Because, well, Batman's involved. No joke. Seriously. Look, he's on the cover. He's in this issue. No joke this time. He's in it. You know, it's not like a variant craziness. He's actually in it. And it's hilarious. And once again, her kooky ways of basically trying to find a way to win a date with Bruce Wayne, and everything goes nutty, and it's fabulous. It's just absolutely wonderful. Kooky fun. Well, in the meantime, we will see what Rick has to say.
Hello again. After those fine reviews from Miss Elle, it's time for our reviews. I had another decent read pile. A couple of books I'm just going to plow through real quick, and we'll get to actual reviews. We have Uber and Justice League United, Uber 22 and Justice League United 9. Both still very good, very solid books. I had been considering taking Justice League United off my read pile, but it continues to be fun. And it's still an interesting book, so if you're not on it, it just had a wrap-up issue. Its next issue will be the last issue of that arc, so like an epilogue issue. More on that later. Same thing with Uber, which also was like a wrap-up issue. So, Uber 23 and Justice League United 11 will be jumping on points if you're interested. Check into those. Speaking of jumping on points, we have, first book, Satellite Sam number 11. Should be here-ish. So we're back to this story, Matt Fraction, Howard Chaykin. Again, more 50s drama, more television politics, lots of interesting, fun stuff. Lots of naked women. That's also fun. I don't know. The book took a long hiatus. I'm trying to find reasons to be excited about it. As with Saga, it just sort of showed back up, and it's like, oh right, here's Satellite Sam again. Well, I read it, and it was fine, but it didn't sizzle. It didn't boom. And I think there's only 4 issues or 5 issues left now. This is the last arc, either way. So I figured the start of the last, book would be really big time, and it wasn't. But next up on the lead pile for Rick, Wolverines. Yeah, I'm never gonna get tired of that. I really am not. This is issue 6. 6 weeks, 6 good issues. Ray Fox doing the honors for the writing on this one. This also wraps up an arc, so issue 7 should be a jumping on point for those interested maybe in getting on board with Wolverines. It's still fun. It's still interesting to see what's going on with Sinister. The only thing I thought was kind of Deus Machina about the issue was Storm and the X-Men show up, which we knew, but Storm and the X-Men, they bounce around, there's a little bit of fighting, and then Storm just says, alright, you know what, screw this crap. I'm done. I could kill you. I could kill you. I could kill you. I could kill you. We're done here. And everyone just sort of looks around and goes, yeah, Storm could kill us all, so forget it. Let's just not bother. I know the story isn't about Storm and the X-Men and all that. It just felt a very rushed ending. Still good, though. Don't get me wrong, I very much enjoyed it. I just thought that was a little weird. A book... God, I don't know which one is my pick of the week, honestly. I guess I'll go with the bigger issue, rather than the one that was my pick of the week prior. So, as you know, I am reading Conan and Red Sonja. It is a 4-issue miniseries, and this is issue 2. This is The Age of Adventure. I'm very excited about this. Gail Simone, Jim Zub. We do love Gail Simone here, and I personally love Jim Zub. He's awesome. I like reading his stuff. This is the second part of the 4-issue mini from both of them, from Dark Horse and Dynamite, and it is still just as fun as the first issue. In fact, I almost want this to be my pick of the week, but I know it's not because the next issue is so powerful. Again, we'll get on that in a moment, but there's something really lovely about a book that is just so much fun. It just fills you and makes you go, I like this so much. I enjoy reading this. It just makes me happy when I see this book on my sub. It fills me with a sense of glee, because I'm like, I'm going to read a fun book, and those are so few and far between these days. Everything has to be, like dark and brooding, and this is just fun and fantastic, and I am going to enjoy all 4 issues of this. I also really like the fact that this issue takes place 6 years after the first issue, and the characters don't even miss a beat. Sonja and Conan act like old friends, and when they meet each other again, 6 years means nothing to them. And if you have an old friend, you know that's actually true. So, time to spin up the graphic. Pick of the week. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man, number 14 specifically. This is part 6 of Spider-Verse. Wow. Really cool ending. We knew that it was all going to come to a head. We knew that they were in the Spider-Men, the Spider-Universe, the Spider-Verse. They were all in a fight for their lives. So how do the spiders react to this? How does this well, they react in the way that any true hero does. One of them, Otto, not very heroic, but the rest of them, they do what needs to be done in order to save the day. And the reason why it's my pick of the week is Dan Slott wants to remind us that even in the face of absolute terror and absolute horror and things that are trying to kill you, you have an option to be a hero at all times. Not an anti-hero, not a dark hero, not a tweener, a true hero who doesn't compromise his one rule. Batman would agree. You don't kill. And that's why it's my pick of the week. For you, our loyal followers of The Read Pile, we have an awesome offer from Audible.com. Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their awesome service. You can download some really great books like The Hobbit, the unabridged version from Tolkien. You can download Divergent, Lean In, lots of great stuff to check out. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Again, that's audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia for your free audiobook.
That's this week for the Read Pile. Rick, who are we thinking?
Well, we want to thank all of our new followers that came out and joined Mayor of NXT. Tonight, we're recording this tonight, the night of NXT Rival. We picked up like a half a dozen new followers, all just in the crowd. I know you couldn't make it because, it was a good time and you don't like going out and having fun. But there's always a ticket available for you.
People always touch me and touch my shoulder or something. It's like...
Anyway, want to say thank you to all of our new followers that showed up and enjoyed NXT Rival with me. Want to say thank you to our friends at NXT. Let me move my sash for a second here. And you can see that I'm wearing a brand new Baron Corbin, a friend of the Read Pile Baron Corbin shirt. Really sweet. He did very good today.
And that's Buster.
And Buster apparently is ready for us to go. So it must be time to do something cat related. I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Buster, what's the big deal about this thing? I could be the mayor. Hey, you just talk about yourself? I know, you just talk about yourself the whole time. Hey!